Morning, Aries men. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. Hey, gentlemen, what I like to do is to go on and give you your 2019 romantic prediction of the predominant energy of the woman or the women that appear to be coming towards you this year. Okay? I'm going to be using my Raina George's Lenormand's deck as illustrated here, along with a few additional cards that I would like to share with you guys to just give you a bit more parting advice. Okay? Gentlemen, if this reading resonates, go on and give it a big thumbs up. If you have yet to subscribe, please take a moment to subscribe. Okay? Let's go on and get started, gentlemen. And I'm going to go on and make a few general observations prior to getting into your reading. Okay? This woman appears to be a bit shorter, somewhat petite, I'm kind of feeling. I'm also feeling that she appears to just as easily be someone that's returning from your past as well. She seems to be very open-minded and self-made, religious, perhaps somewhat a bit spiritual. And she also appears to be your soulmate, or you feel a strong soulmate connection to her. She also, gentlemen, appears to be a bit sneaky, you know. Seems like she works a lot and she's a bit deceptive as well, okay? She looks like she's going through a crisis of some sort. She seems to be lonely, hurt, distressed in some sense. And I'm kind of receiving or feeling that she's contemplating suicidal thoughts, okay? She seems to be a very negative thinker, you know, has a dry personality, okay? I'm also getting a sense too that, of course, there may be multiple women in this reading too. I'm also getting a sense that one of the women I'm kind of picking up appears to be kind of stable, reliable, and quite confident in herself. She seems to be very generous. And gentlemen, you might already be married to her, or she might be a girlfriend. Okay? So let's go on and get started, gentlemen. Just go on and just review the card falling first to the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have the Stork's card. So just as you see this stork is flying here, it says that this woman appears to be on the go. You know, she appears to me to also be tall. I'm kind of picking up a tall and a shorter type female. Okay, now I'm picking up water type energy with this card. So Pisces, Cancer, and a Scorpio. Okay, and for some of you gentlemen, she might even have blonde or dark blonde hair and may have even light color eyes. This is only an aspect of this reading. Okay, so this is not. These are not the only features that I'm kind of seeing here, but this is one aspect. Okay, I'm kind of feeling that she seems a bit fussy, and she seems to have a hard time really settling down, you know, when it comes to this card, gentlemen, with one person. You know, I'm kind of feeling again, gentlemen, that this woman to me appears to be kind of thin too. I'm kind of feeling, and she has commitment issues and might be searching, I'm feeling, for her next best catch, if you will. Okay, she might even be a nurse, a foster parent, or even, gentlemen, with this card, an immigrant of some sort. Okay, your next card here, gentlemen, is the Tree card. And gentlemen, this card is all about life. It's all about karma. It's all about health, you know, and destiny. And once again, it kind of picks up again the water type signs, the Cancers, Pisces, and or Scorpio. And it shows that, you know, despite her unsettled behavior, she's also spiritual or religious, gentlemen. She tends to have an open mind, as I suggested to you. And in fact, for some of you, she might even have green eyes. Okay, she might also feel a strong, I'm feeling, pull towards her, and feel like she's, you know, your soulmate. I'm kind of feeling you know, you're feeling this strong connection to her in some sense. I also feel that, you know, for some of you, she might even have long hair. And again, she might be, as I said, a therapist of some sort or involved in hospitality of some sort. Okay, your next card here is that Fox card, gentlemen, and this card, gentlemen, is all about our careers. It's all about, you know, lies, deception, and manipulation, and it draws our attention to fire type signs: Leo, Aries, and or Sagittarius. So this card says that this woman might even be a bit sneaky, street smart. She might even be someone that's spying on you or that spies on you, or and even, gentlemen, a workaholic, I'm kind of getting a sense that this woman appears, like, as I said to you, a bit shorter. In any event, she appears, rather deceitful and indeed a cheater. Okay? I'm feeling that she's very flirtatious and might even, for some of you gentlemen, not all of you, have reddish type hair. Okay? She might even be a detective of some sort. Okay? Let's move right along to your next card, gentlemen. We have this cross card. And gentlemen, this card is all about fate, hardships, worries, and difficulties, gentlemen. And its ruler is Pluto and Neptune. Once again, it draws our attention right back to fire type energy, okay? That's the Sagittarius, the Aries, or the Leos, okay? So it certainly says that this woman, as I, been suggesting or have suggested, is experiencing, it seems, it looks like some type of hardship, and she thinks very negatively, always kind of complaining, She appears to me to be a bit of a sad person who kind of feels guilty about something. It seems more connected with this shorter woman I'm feeling. She's very needy and she might even be a bit, sick, or appears to me to be kind of slender built, bitter and very reserved. And she could be an examiner of some sort, or might potentially be involved in some type of religion or religious type organization as well for some of you gentlemen, okay? Your next card here, gentlemen, is the Coffin, okay? And so, gentlemen, this card is all about changes, and it usually speaks of negative events. And gentlemen, what you will find is that the ruler of this card is Pluto. And it draws our attention, gentlemen, to fire type signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leos, and gentlemen, as well as earth type energy as well, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So this card says, gentlemen, in fact, you might even know this woman. You may already know this woman in some sense, and you might even, in fact, even see this woman somehow as being a bit dead to you in some way, perhaps maybe because of past hurts. You might also be thinking, about a relationship perhaps that didn't even go well, okay? And, one thing when you see this card, gentlemen, it really kind of says that, this woman appears to be I'm feeling very negative, and she seems to have a very depressed type mind, and I'm just, I'm seeing this echoed throughout the entire reading, And even with this card, for some of you, this woman could work at a funeral home, or she could be an undertaker of some sort, okay? But usually also when you're seeing this card, gentlemen, this woman could potentially even be a bit sick, okay? And some of you, like I said, might also be contemplating even a deceased lover, okay? Let's move right along to your next card. We have the Sight card, or the Sit card. And gentlemen, this card is all about separations of all kinds. And the ruler of this card is Mars. And it connects with air type signs, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, as well as earth type energy. Okay? So this card says that this woman appears a bit mean, very critical, and might even be very hurtful to you at times. Okay? Your next card, gentlemen, we have is this Anchor card. So, gentlemen, this card is all about stability and permanence. And it connects our attention to air type signs, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And so this card shows that this woman might come to you and kind of say to you that she's really eager to settle down, because she appears very established and she appears very confident and supportive. And with this card, gentlemen, she might even have dark features, dark brown hair, very serious individual. Or she could even, work in security of some sort. Okay? And you also have this, following that, you have this Heart card. So, gentlemen, that card certainly is all about, our emotions. And it's all about our feelings, And it really is all about joy, and it draws our attention to water type energy. Okay, so that's the Cancers, Pisces and or Scorpios. And it shows, gentlemen, that this woman is very emotional and caring. This card also forebodes well, even gentlemen, for a good relationship, you know, because it seems that, this woman is very attractive. Even for someone, she may have light or chestnut brown type features, okay? And again, I'm kind of picking up a strong sense of her working in maybe the hospitality industry, okay? And we know that the last card here is her. So it does show that, you do seem to have two different types of female. And for some of you, it may even be more. Some are more negative than others. So it seems like you have a decision that you'll need to make here, okay? Gentlemen, I also decided to go on and pull from some additional cards to just give you a bit more pertinent advice. And we're going to go on and get started with the card selected from Doreen's Virtues deck, the Romance Angels. And the two cards selected, gentlemen, is Separation and Deception. So, I mean, that's pretty much straightforward, It seems that if not already happening, it shows that you are going to be spending some type of time away from your partner. Okay, and it shows that it seems that deception seems to be surrounding one of your relations, it seems, as I've already been echoing throughout your reading, okay? And also, along with that, I decided to go on and just select a card as well from the Wisdom of the Night deck by Colette Baron Reed and Peter Cast. And the card also selected from that also gives this deception or deceitful quality that seems to be pervading, your reading here. You have that deceit card, okay? So this card is kind of urging you, or is kind of warning you in some sense, that someone or, one of these females that you're dealing with might be kind of, working against you or stabbing you in your back, if you will, okay? I also decided to go on and select another card from also this same deck. And that card shows, in fact, invisibility or invisible. So it shows that, people may not recognize you for who you are, but you shouldn't get so caught up, in what people are kind of thinking about you. And sometimes, when you're being invisible, it kind of protects you, from being in harm's way. And this card is kind of telling you that you might want to try to stay hidden, as suggested by all of this deception that's kind of going on your reading. And kind of watch and take a watch-wait type attitude before you move on or decide upon your best step as it relates to your relationship. Okay? I decided also, gentlemen, to select a card from Sylvia Brown's deck. And the card selected, the message here of this card is suggesting that you need to really find your place of happiness and peace, and try not to let anyone pull you out of it, okay? Additionally, I went on and decided to also select a card from the Magical Unicorns deck. And the card, lo and behold, that kind of came up or that appeared is pretty much, change here, okay? And this card is kind of, letting you know that despite what you're thinking, because perhaps all of the problems that you'll be going through or have been going through, the change that seems to be coming towards you are positive, and things are worthwhile. And it seems that, with all of us at times, making changes, are very, very difficult. But this card is kind of letting you know that the changes that are kind of transpiring in your life is going to be the best for all involved, okay? And last but not least, I decided to go on and select the card also from Doreen's Virtues deck. And the card selected was Simplicity. So what this card is suggesting to you is that try to put your energy back